the central centre-back pushes forward alongside the number 6. And I think Onana's a brilliant Amorim goalkeeper. I think he stays for the long term. Last season we saw him put his foot on the ball a lot and was quite lethargic with it. I think this season that's improved a bit, but he often doesn't have options in the build-up, and that's why in this system he'll have a lot more options to pass to in the first phase of the build-up, and when he has those options, he's very, very good on the ball, Onana, and I think he'll be coached to move it quickly under Amorim. So I'm quite excited to see that. I think that Amorim could get the best out of Onana's playing style, so he's in for the long term. Bayern, on the other hand, from what I've seen, I don't think that he is that great on the ball. From what I've seen, I could be wrong, but I think we've got bigger fish to fry, and I think if he goes, it won't be until next summer. Tommy, and he's great to have around the squad. You know, he's a third option, so he won't play. I think he'll go next summer as well, most likely. Centre backs. Lisandro Martinez made for the left centre back. Lenny Oro made for the right centre back. I think they're here for the long term under Amorim. De Ligt. There's questions around his recovery pace in a high line. Amorim plays such a high line. Questions around De Ligt's recovery pace, but I don't think it's that bad, and I think, if that doesn't end up being a problem, I think De Ligt can be here for the long term. Harry Maguire, on the other hand, is just too slow. He's a decent backup to De Ligt for this season, but I think other than that, he will have to go. He's a sellable asset still, and if we can get any money for him in January, we might see that. If not, I think it will be next summer. Lindelof's an interesting one. He played with Amorim at Sporting, in fact. So it'd be interesting to see the dynamic there, the relationship. I can see him being used this season as a backup for Lenny Oro as the right centre-back. There is part of me that thinks he could be kept as a backup option in the squad beyond next summer. Lindelof. Will we go and get 3 new centre-backs? It makes me think probably not, and I think we could see Lindelof survive beyond next summer, and maybe be given a short-term new contract that takes him until 2026. Johnny Evans, I think, will retire next summer. So this would put us in a position where potentially next summer we might need a new backup goalkeeper, a new backup for De Ligt, and potentially a new backup on the left-hand side. If he's not comfortable, just maintaining with Luke Shaw as a backup to Lisandro Martinez. He may feel comfortable just having 5 orthodox centre-backs, so he may just go and get one new one next summer if he decides to do what I'm talking about here in getting rid of Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire. The wing backs, I think Dalot and Mazraoui's ideal, and I think they both stay potentially for the long term. Luke Shaw at left wing back and Tyrell Malacia at left wing back is an interesting one. He normally likes to go with one quite attacking, a winger really. Will he decide against that in the Premier League? Will that be one of his Premier League adaptations maybe, where he feels that that's not the way he wants to go? He wants kind of defensive solidity and just the wing backs retaining width and whipping balls in, maybe. If that is the case, there's definitely an argument to say that Tyrell Malacia stays if he can regain fitness. I feel like Luke Shaw might be the one that he moves on next summer though, and potentially, if he does that, then we need Lisandro Martinez back up as well, and he goes and gets a really good, solid Anthony, I think, will remain for this season because he's got a long-term injury now. I think he will be loaned out next summer, Anthony, and then I think we'll see Bruno and Ahmad beyond next summer as the two options for the inverted right-sided, and I think that we will see Rashford and Garnacho stay actually for the long term. I think that they will work in the system under Amorim now. I've come round to that. I think that this season we'll see Højlund and Xerxes, and I think he'll go with Højlund most games. I think that next summer we might see Xerxes loaned out initially,